everyone. So what I think is prescribing in OPD is optional because of various reasons, which we'll get to know. So practically, I'm going to speak up on the government setup. This is my personal experience from my government setup. So before prescribing, you have to know about many things, like about the clinical acumen of the residents who are prescribing, whether you are sure of the diagnosis or not, the drugs and their dosages, investigations, and nowadays you have to be very aware of the medical legal aspects. This is very important. You are accountable for whatever you are writing. So the clinical acumen, it is nothing. It is something which comes over a period of time. With clinical exposure, how many patients you have treated independently or under supervision, after various subspecialty postings, after having attended seminars and conferences. So by default, the third year resident will have a better clinical acumen than the first year resident. So now coming to the diagnosis, though we have various guidelines, but the problem, especially in government setups, is they're not sure. The first year residents or sometimes the second years, they're not sure of the clinical findings. And what happens is sometimes they rely too much on the senior PGDs. They won't come to you. They won't come to the lecturers or the faculties. They won't just go to the seniors and ask, like, I'm thinking like this may be the clinical finding. Are you sure? Like he also say, okay, it may be like this only. You just prescribe whatever you know or just so. And some of the conditions, they require thorough investigations as well. So you cannot just independently prescribe in the OPD. And this is a scenario of your OPDs. You can see the crowded OPDs. And this is the picture which I got just few days back. So at the end of the OPD, I could see my resident, he is examining the patient with the torchlight. So this is actually the real scenario or the real face of most of the government medical colleges, which is going on in India. I have done my fellowship from a private institute, DNB Institute, which is totally different, where you have one-to-one slit lab. So that is different from a medical college, and this is the real scenario actually. In most of the medical colleges, this is occurring. Even the residents, though we have slit labs, but the number of patients are so much that you cannot give so much of time because at 2 o'clock it will close, and you have 100 of patients still to see. So the error of judgment, it occurs because of some false beliefs, following a prescribing pattern of senior doctors, inadequate knowledge, ignorance, or something which has come up is like promotional activities for the profit of professionals by pharmaceutical. They will come and say to the resident, okay, you write this, this has got this, and these are the factors, and they will think, okay, whatever he's telling may be right. So according to, and these are some of the studies also which have shown so many errors, mostly by the first year residents, while they have independently given prescriptions in the OPDs. So my take home message will be always prescribe under supervision. So it's better you discuss your clinical findings with your seniors or with the lecturers than just giving prescriptions in the OPD, and take expert opinion wherever necessary. So this will actually help in providing a better, or we can say safety issues. There are many safety issues as well. Just giving a prescription doesn't suffice. So all these things have to be taken into account before writing any prescription. And so it cannot be a must. It always has to be optional. Because even I asked my residents few days back, do you think you should have the full liberty? They said, no. So how can we be so sure about giving like prescriptions to the patient without asking you or without asking any seniors? So thank you so much for your valuable time.
Thank you, Dipanjan. I think you saved some time too. But you say you are working in a crowded setup and
Yes,
you want it to be optional. In fact, you should be telling that it should be compulsory because that will reduce your workload, and that's how things happen. Most medical colleges, the senior PGs dispose the patient. That is the word used.
Yes, sir.
You dispose the OPD. So OPD is always disposed like a kachra.
Yes, sir, we do, but they also tend to error more actually. So if they don't discuss us, so they will take even more time actually. If they get a complicated case, what they keep on looking at the case, they will take to the
But
state
don't you
lab.
think it's a dry run? It is for the future. Don't you think they should prescribe and get the the right kind of training? Because prescription, when they start doing it, I think they put their mind into it and they should do it. I think what Dr. Jayashree is telling, it should be actually made compulsory that they have to prescribe in the real-time situation, so that we make them as properly
Yes,
prepared.
sir, they can prescribe, sir, but I think under supervision is always better because sometimes what happens is I've seen patients, sir, like they have the patient has come to me and what the resident has done, he has given the drug for a conjunctivitis, and after 2 days the patient comes to the poster signing again. Like he didn't discuss with me. He was bringing the patient to me, and because of the crowdedness, I said, okay, you just dispose whatever you think. So, but these are the errors which are coming more and more frequently. And so nowadays the medical legal aspects as well. If you get a patient who will just take to another private hospital and say, and they will say, oh, you've gone to the medical and he's given this. They have totally, so all these things are coming up, and like already discussed on soft skills.
Yeah,
So
the patient always think that सीखने वाले लोग होते हैं. They
हाँ.
will tell all that. Dr. Madhu, what's your final comment on what should be the balance?
The balance would be that a resident should be allowed to write a prescription, but before it is delivered, it should pass through the eyes of the consultant.
So there should be a level of security.
There should be a level of security, definitely, but they should write unless until they instead of delegate the responsibility of taking a decision, they would be moving out of the hospital without really knowing what they should be doing. And that way you can also do the error correction when you are seeing it yourself. And for a trained doctor, it doesn't even take 30 seconds. The wrong prescription just hurts where it hurts. So that's what my take is.
that's what
But they should be made to write definitely.
I think
If
they
do
should be
not write, they
individually
will never write.
sensitized to know that what can pass without supervision and what actually, because the patient, they
Means
think
that
that
there have to be levels. Suppose it's just a very simple 15
Simple
to 40
post-op or
OPD,
conjunctivitis,
conjunctivital
Yeah.
or protocol-based treatments, those are fine. But the line should be divided that this is here. If you have a flare in a post-op patient, the prescription will change. You will write to show the patient, give the prescription and move on. So safety things are there. Every prescription doesn't have to be shown,
Yes,
but
sir.
initially under supervision, followed by grade 1, 2, 3, like first year this, second year this, third year this, like that.
okay.
okay.
Thank you. So we'll move to the next thing, that is the